Previously on.
The last time I was here, I was thinking about my little sister. She'd fallen in with a bad crew. Sasha was just a few years younger than me.
Sasha and Valya are gone, killed in the explosion.
Did we just assassinate Katya's sister?
That'll be our gun for the rest of the game. Should we do it? What do you think? I think we should.
Katya's sister Sasha is younger than her, and given how young Katya looks, I don't think it's likely that this Sasha was her sister. The names Sasha and Valya can either refer to a man or a woman, so it's also possible that Sasha is the groom and Valya is the bride. Or maybe they're both the same gender, or neither gender. Given the time and the place we're talking about here, I don't think that's likely.
That's right.
But who knows? Time is weird in the radius, so I'm not entirely ruling out that they're the same Sasha. We're in the final stretch, but we have a lot of side content to get through before we're back on the main quest. So let's do a montage while I catch us up. Who even is Katya? She's the only white figure we've seen, and she's the only one that talks directly to us. Not only do we keep running into her, but other explorers have as well. In the second mission, it's pretty clear that the film roll we stole was hers.
Katya will hate me if I don't bring it back.
Precious Kodak roll that Uncle Dima got me from Japan is gone as well.
This does make me wonder, are any of the other missions from the UNPSC related to her or her family? One that stands out to me is in the factory. Katya tells us that she has a mother who works there.
My mother worked at the factory.
And when we get the note back from the intrusion, it says,
Some burglar broke into the office at Mom's factory and stole the suitcase with this month's salary.
Did Katya write this? Is this her mom in the note? A lot of missions we did for the UNPSC have to do with us covering up information, including that film roll. What was on that film roll? Those documents. The voice recorder.
I wonder why it was of such importance to the UNPSC.
But the one that stood out to me was the mysterious artifact that opened a window between the two Pachorsks.
He noticed a weird glow in the abandoned building and wanted to check it out, but ran into an armed man inside.
And the fact that the UNPSC now has this is a little scary. And of course, speaking of scary,
This artifact glows and pulses. If you hold the beating heart in your hand, it sends the warm waves all over your butt.
and yes, this is about how much a human heart weighs. What do you think the UNPSC wants with this? The UNPSC was formed after the Pechorsk event of 1987 as a coalition between the USSR and NATO. They sent in troops to investigate, but none of them came back. Based on this, I think it's safe to assume that the explorers who made the earlier cassettes and notes came from this initial expedition. Those notes regularly reference explorers working together. And then there was a mysterious mass disappearance of explorers.
6 years ago, there was a spike in explorer disappearances. This matter is still under investigation.
Given how we can't die here, it's safe to assume that this was either a mass of desperate explorers deliberately taking their own lives by wandering too far from the radius, or the UNPSC committed some kind of mass cover-up.
I'll take that.
If the latter is true, I think it's likely that we are complicit in this cover-up.
Okay, it's playground. Kabos area. Explorer number 61, your next mission is to locate the epicenter of abnormal activity in the rail depot. As in the previous task, the artifact is hidden and needs specific actions in order to be revealed. Alright, one of the harder ones. Right there. Playground. But I didn't come to play.
Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But seriously, I had a lot of performance issues and visual glitches for this next mission, so let's just montage our way through it. Oh, sorry, almost forgot.
Anyone got a Phoenix down? Flat translucent ring. You'd tell it's made of glass if it wasn't so heavy. It looks broken, but its shards stay in place for reasons known to the Radius. Cool. Another fatality reported. The watchman got ran over by a train at the train depot. Some kids got caught on the site. They confessed sneaking into the depot at night. Play some weird ghost train game. The watchman noticed their flashlight and tried to stop them, but fell right in front of the wheels. No wonder, but power could move it. The train was broken and rotting there for a few years. Alright. Ouroboros, Petros Castle. Explorer number 61, your next objective is the phenomenon in the center of the PSZ located in the Petros Castle. The phenomenon is confidential. Numerous casualties reported. The task requires sufficient combat training. Okay.
We are now in the final stretch where things get even more interesting. Oh, and we did buy a new sniper rifle with a new scope, and...
God, I hate that. Why do they even give me a scope if it's gonna be like that?
yeah, I'll do my best to edit around this, but the sniping in the last stretches, well, you'll see.
Oh, God. Man. Looks a little different. Okay. I'm gonna pass on that.
The final UNPSC cassette tape is supposed to be in this area, but it seems to be missing just like the others, so I'm editing it in here.
Hey, Katya.
Explorers. This year marks the 5th anniversary of the event. The United Nations Petchorsk Special Committee, UNPSC, is aware that periodic memory loss is prevalent among the changed. Thus, we would like to supply you with an overview of the event that created the Radius, as well as inform you about the results of your courageous work within the Petchorsk exclusion zone. 5 years ago, in 1987, the diamond mine just outside the town of Petchorsk was struck by an asteroid consisting of highly radioactive material. There was a spike in seismic activity, and all communications with the town ceased. The area around the mine was covered in dense fog, and the entire region around Petchorsk was contaminated by radioactive debris. International rescue efforts were unsuccessful and ended in tragedy, with all rescue workers who entered what would become the Petchorsk exclusion zone dying from radiation exposure. The helicopter sent for a flyover disappeared without a trace. Satellite imagery came back distorted. The area was then cordoned off to prevent further loss of life. It was originally thought that there were no survivors. Eventually, we learned that there were survivors within the exclusion zone, but their biology had been altered, changed in such a manner that they could not survive outside it. Over the past 5 years, one of the UNPSC's primary research objectives has been finding a way to help the changed return to normal life outside the zone. Sadly, we have yet to find a cure. However, with your assistance, we have been able to contribute to advances in other fields. 2 Nobel Prizes have been awarded to physicists whose findings rest largely on the study of artifacts collected from the radius. And your work has resulted in many more achievements across disciplines, especially in the field of communication. Thank you for making these achievements possible. The UNPSC will continue working tirelessly to help you and to ensure that your efforts on behalf of humanity within the exclusion zone are not in vain.
The rich and powerful made this their home for centuries. When we came here on a high school field trip, I thought I could still smell the open hearth, the wine, the suckling pig, the blood. Not much for lords to do, and there's no war or political intrigue to amuse them, so blood kept flowing in their halls. They tortured and killed anyone who displeased them, to make an example of them or simply for entertainment. Then, the castle fell into disrepair. And anyway, the times were changing. The rich and powerful built themselves new palaces. This place stood abandoned for centuries, though passers-by would sometimes squat amidst the ruins. Bandits, vagabonds, children without parents. A band of partisans stayed here briefly during World War II. They all died here. In the 50s, the Soviet government finally noticed the castle and turned it into a museum. And now this is all that's left. Can't smell the blood of past centuries anymore. Can't smell anything human. I wouldn't call myself religious, but maybe we're paying for the sins of the past. For all the sins of humankind.
Hey, buddy. Alright. Who was even giving me these missions? Why? I can't remember or understand a thing, yet here I am. Pressed to continue out here. I've died once, and yet the radius lured me back in. And as if by some sick joke, lit the position of my demise up like a beacon, yet there I wasn't, just my things. 2004. Hey. Holding it in my hands, I hear someone's forgotten thoughts. Okay, say cheese. Sasha, would you quit that, please, if you don't stop making faces? One day it sticks to you forever. Sasha.
What? They call this pile of rocks a landmark? Sheesh. It's gonna be one long week. Is there anything better to do in Pachorsk?
Okay. Alright, before we go in there, check out down here.
Wow, I can see the whole town from up here. Come on, Katya, hold on to the rocks.
I can't. This thing is wobbly. I'm scared.
Hey, Katya. Okay. Get to you in just a minute, okay? You're behind a wall.
No! You're gonna break it! Stop!
Where are you?
Okay, Jesus. Alright, what's up, Katya? Okay. I'm assuming, right, the next incident will take place here in the castle. The door's blocked. How does it? Or maybe I just leave it alone. Hey, is someone there? Door opened on its own. There was a glimpse of light down the corridor, so I went in, but now it's all black. I'm scared to move on. I hear something moving in the dark. Now,
No! You're gonna break it! Stop!
I am kind of a hot mess right now. second here. Hey guys.
As far as I'm concerned, the council provided you with the funds to restore the castle, didn't they? You'd better have a good explanation on this absolute lack of progress. I'm afraid the town hall has failed to comply with the Heritage Committee requirements to preserve this historical site. I will have to report this embezzlement ASAP.
Standing in the quiet Pechorsk fortress, it is difficult to imagine that only 40 years ago, fierce battles were fought at this place. The 17th Company of Captain Degtyarev, surrounded by the Hitlerite army, in a total lack of provisions and without communication with the command, held defense for 75 days, not surrendering to the enemy. Ooh. Really? Brutal, man. Oh, hey. I don't know if I've ever been down here before. Okay, here's Katya. I can actually snipe. And a nope. God, that sucks. Okay, Katya, what's up? I followed a strange ray of light that came out of nowhere as if I was in a dream. Led me up here, just one look down makes me dizzy in that haze. What is it? Hope I see ya. I'm serious. Okay, okay. Well, I'm mad that I can't snipe that guy. Alright, how about now? Fucking really? Man, look at that. Crater right here. All these rocks are lifting up out of it. Oh, wow. Looks like they're all going straight up into the radius. Measurement of Roguchev-Holton radiation, 30 kilometers to the supposed epicenter. We start moving towards the center, indicators within the margin of error. We continue to move 8 kilometers. The reading starts to slowly creep up. 3 kilometers, the readings of the sensors jump sharply. 500 meters, we see it. I would like to come closer. We're leaving the car here. I'll finish this later.
Yeah. There was this enthusiastic wimp. Some sort of scholar, I guess. He was babbling something about writing an essay on the Dikcherevsi. How they stood their ground here. So, I showed him around.
I bet that wuss would break his neck if he went here on his own.
You, whoever you are, thanks for leading me out again. Wait, that light up there, I thought the castle was closed. Oh, fuck. Damn. Yeah, it looks like crater is going straight up into the sky.
Is Max coming out to play?
Not expecting that. See you getting impatient with me. I'm sorry to make you wait. No chances.
No, you're gonna break it. Stop.
You did it again! You little fish!
So where are you leading me? Is it where the light came from? Ah, what's this? Oh wow. A lot closer.
You impressed us, Explorer number 61. You made it. All went according to the plan.